What's happening, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Total Blast, where we'll discuss about everything Marvel and the MCU. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire have both risen to status of heroes in their respective generations ever since they donned on the suit for the very first time in 2002 and 2012. But the box office success of Spider-Man No Way Home, a project in which Maguire and Garfield collaborated with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, served as the ideal vehicle for highlighting their significance in the lives of countless fans. According to a previous report by Comic Circus, there have been discussions about including cameos from Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse from 2023. So, if you're up for the journey, allow me to share everything that we know about these characters and specifically the villains that may pop up in the future Madam Webb film. So, hold on tight, as this may trigger some nostalgic responses. Guys, we'll be giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber. More on how to win at the end of this video. And if this is your first time, please subscribe and enable the post notification so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are rumored to have signed deals to appear in Avengers Secret Wars, as we've already established. Kevin Feige is currently collaborating closely with Sony to work on their Sony Spider-Man universe, as it appears that Sony is following the blueprint created by Marvel Studios in creating Spider-Verse. Although none of these additions have officially been confirmed by Marvel, Sony, or Disney, and they are currently just rumors. However, the more Spider-Man movies that they are, the better, as many people believe that Avengers Secret Wars will be the next time Maguire and Garfield will don the red and blue tights. Similarly, it appears that he may happen 3 years sooner. Now that you're aware that Sony is creating a sizable universe, which will naturally center on Spider-Man and its characters, let's talk about the villains. But before that, if you haven't been following the news, it was revealed in February of 2022 that Dakota Johnson would play Madam Webb, the first female-led superhero film produced by Sony, while Morbius, Kraven the Hunter, and Venom were all Spider-Man villains in Sony Spider-Man films that we've seen so far. Madam Webb is a far cry from that. Instead, she shares more in common with characters like Doctor Strange and the X-Men than she does with Spider-Man. In essence, Madam Webb is a cosmic being with access to the multiverse. She has the ability to travel to multiple universes, and it appears that Ezekiel Sims, the antagonist of Madam Webb, will be able to travel the multiverse and hunt down various Spider-Man characters. Sims has the ability that are quite similar to those of Spider-Man in the comics. Apart from the synopsis given to Deadline, very little is known about Madam Webb's plot. Madam Webb will tell the origin story of the Crevolent, whose psychic abilities enables her to see inside the spider world, according to the synopsis for that action-adventure film. Issue 210 of the 1980 comic book series The Amaizing Spiderman, Madam Webb made her debut. Cassandra Webb, an elderly mutant with autoimmune disorder and blindness, held the title of Madam Webb until 2010. In this 2010 comic book storyline, Cassandra Webb, who was ailing and dying, transferred her abilities to a young woman named Julia Carpenter. In light of this, it appears likely that the film will either follow Julia Carpenter or completely depart from the comics by focusing on a young Cassandra Webb, and if Sony can figure out a way to do it without Disney suing them. The fact that Madam Webb is supposed to be a mutant also presents an opportunity for them to try and incorporate some X-Men into their own cinematic universe, with Venom, Morbius, and Kraven. The film is slated to be a part of Sony's Spider-Verse. According to a report by the account Spider_Culture, it claims that Venom from Spider-Man 3 and the Green Goblin from Spider-Man 2 may make a cameo in Madam Webb. In fact, with the most recent rumor claiming that Venom and Harry Osborn may also appear in Madam Webb makes it similar to Avengers Secret Wars. It will feature a variety of Spider-Man variants from various parallel universes joining forces in the main universe to battle a villain or a number of villains, which could be really cool given the variety of variants. As a result, Madam Webb will take us to various universes, all of which are set in the Spider-Verse. According to what we know about the villain thus far, he will travel various universes in an effort to eliminate Spider-Man subtypes, so we can assume Madam Webb will have to put an end to him. However, as we explore those other universes, this is where we might encounter these other characters. Additionally, it is confirmed that Mary Parker, Peter Parker's mother, will be seen pregnant in the film. If you're thinking as I am right now, maybe not, but I have a theory given that Madam Webb is a multiverse movie and that we can anticipate seeing different universes in it. However, I would like to draw your attention to the connection between Mary Parker appearing pregnant and all of this. It could be that movie's main plot revolves around Madam Webb and a team trying to slay the beast that is trying to prevent Peter Parker from being born. Because if Peter Parker isn't born or does not exist, then Spider-Man will not, which kind of sounds like a Terminator ripoff. This theory also introduces us to two additional villains that I'd like to discuss, specifically those who follow the comic book path, even though I don't expect them to do so meticulously. We recently saw a stunt double for an unknown actor in what appeared to be some sort of spider suit, thanks to the recent leaked photo from Madam Webb. It appears that the movie starring Dakota Johnson will feature Spider-Man variants of some sort because the character seemed to be in a very villainous mood. Webb appears to have found its villain, which may be assuming the role played by Tar Rhymes Ezekiel Sims, who leakers are calling the Terminator of the film. There have previously been some reports on the subject. The addition of Sims lent credibility to the idea that we may see him in a villainous role. In the comics, being a spider totem, Ezekiel carries a lot of baggage, and his elderly years are largely a mystery. He believes that by engaging in a ritual which will tie him to the totem, he will become a very important target with the totem hierarchy. I find Spider-Man fascinating because he thinks he has the same abilities as him, which he obviously does. Ezekiel has enhanced reflexes and can stick to walls like Spider-Man. He also has spidey senses. He's a highly proficient hand-to-hand combat person, and he can dispatch his adversaries with ease because he's able to do all of this. Ezekiel was once a successful businessman with a large fortune, but if the rumors are true, Madam Webb appears to be in for a significant turn. And that's not all there is, because there is another shocker which leads us to believe that there is another big bad villain, as Ezekiel may not really be the only one, because it appears that the movie will have more than one bad guy. Mollum might be the secret antagonist because many people think that he will be the super villain. One of Spider-Man's most challenging adversary to date is Mollum. He first appears in Amazing Spiderman Volume 2, number 39 in April of 2001. And he dealt the vulnerable web slinger one of the worst beating of his life. He's a character who roams around looking for spider totems, having been created by J. Michael Straczynski and John Romita Jr. Set photo, Tahir Rahim, who is reportedly playing the antagonist, is still the hush-hush film, is even dressed like Spider-Man. However, a different image brings to mind a web-slinger ally who could team up with one of the most potent adversaries. Here's how Madam Webb could combine the characters of Mollum and Ezekiel into one. According to these theories, Mary Parker's unborn son Peter is being protected by a titular heroine, a group of female heroes, and other characters in Madam Webb that transform Spider-Man into John Connor from the Terminator films, which prompts the question of who the Terminator ape is. Some fans believe that Tahir Rahim's character could most likely make him Mollum based on the set photos. Given that this movie appears to be a live-action Spider-Verse movie, Mollum will be the most obvious antagonist because he haunts Spider Totem wherever they are in the multiverse. Similar to Mollum, Rahim also has long hair in the film. The same character is also depicted in a business suit and bare feet in another behind-the-scenes picture. Another possibility is that Mollum is just a modified version of Ezekiel who hunts down people for unknown reasons, including himself and others. When Madam Webb began filming in July of 2022, the odds of the movie releasing in the fall of 2023 appears favorable, but we'll have to keep you updated if anything changes. Conclusion: the next two Spider-Man films will be worth the wait. More importantly, we'll benefit from the cameos rather than direct from the story. Across the Spider-Verse is set to hit theaters on the 2nd of June of 2023. Beyond the Spider-Verse will land on the 29th of March of 2024. And back to our giveaway. We'll be giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 once we hit a milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And here is how to win. Watch our videos, subscribe, turn on post notification, like and comment. And one lucky subscriber will be chosen from the comment section to win our brand new PlayStation 5. Also, want to say thank you to everyone who has supported us this far. We truly appreciate it. What are your thoughts on this video? Who do you think will be the main antagonist in Madam Webb? Please don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Subscribe and turn on the post notification so you don't miss out on any of our latest Marvel news. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you in the next one.